Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. What a great opportunity to gather this morning and celebrate what we would consider a great business opportunity for Nova Scotia. My name is Mark Fury, and I'm the Minister of Business for the province, and I'm honored to be able to welcome you to the first ever market opening for Nova Scotia. This is a very exciting day for government, for business, and for business leaders and our student community right across the province. It's a privilege to be able to host this ceremony, and I want to thank Nick Thedaney and everyone at TMX Group for coming here to celebrate innovation in Nova Scotia. I also want to thank Nova Scotia Community College, and in particular Dan Bureau, for once again hosting us and making us feel so welcome in the community college campus environment. Before we get started, I do want to mention a few things. First, we are live streaming the event over several platforms, as well as the Business News Network. They will cover the ceremony live at 10:30, so please be aware of the cameras and conscious that at any given time you could be on film. Also, it's important to note, we can't be late today. We're coming through some construction on Portland Street, and I said to a young lady traveling with me, I said, this is one event. They will not wait for the Premier. So it's important that we're on time and in place, right about 10:28, 10:29. Everybody sees the clock, so we'll be very conscious of that. If you've been asked to take a position behind the podium, please listen closely because you will be called into place, and we would ask that you step forward at that time. For everyone else, I want to thank you again for taking the time to be here. This is a tremendous event. We're so proud to be able to host this in Nova Scotia. And those who I've talked to over the last week, TSMX Ignite is the #1 trending tweet across the platform this week. That's a good indicator across all professions. Really speaks to the confidence of the business industry here in Nova Scotia, and we're very, very proud of that. So today we're counting on you for your enthusiasm so we can show the rest of Canada that we are one of the most competitive and business-friendly environments to do business in the country. So one of the things that's going to be important, this is like church, everybody goes to the back pews. I'm going to ask everybody to come in close, move closer, so that we can really make this a remarkable event and fill the space that's closest. So, let's get started. I'm pleased to introduce Nick Thedaney, President and Chief Executive Officer of Global Equity Capital Markets for TMX Group. Nick is responsible for all of the TMX Group's equity listing and trading activity across the company's equities, markets, and alternative trading systems. He has extensive business, leadership, and client development experience, as well as a strong commitment to developing superior value propositions for MX Group clients, both here in Canada and globally. Nick is also a member of several industry associations and registered charities, including the Investment Industry Association of Canada, the Young Presidents Association, the Redwood Shelter, and many, many others. So please join me in welcoming Nick to say a few words.
Well, it's hard being sandwiched between two professionals like politicians who speak for a living, so I'm very impressed. Thank you very much. This is a fantastic venue. We are honored to be here. I just want to tell you that. So good morning. Thank you for joining us today. This is the first ever market open ceremony in Eastern Canada. On behalf of the Toronto Stock Exchange and TSX Venture Exchange, we are thrilled to celebrate entrepreneurialism in Nova Scotia together with you. I want to also thank the Nova Scotia Community College for hosting us at this beautiful Dartmouth campus. I got to tell you, this view is fantastic. It's really impressive. It's a fitting place. Great. My mom is calling me. You know what? I thought I turned this off. How do you like that? You know what? I said, I got to turn off my phone, but I pressed the wrong button. Okay, there you go. So I want to thank, obviously, the folks at the college. This is a wonderful, wonderful location, and we're honored to be here. It's a fitting place, actually, to celebrate the culture of innovation and entrepreneurship in the province. So it's just more than a view here. You can tell in the energy of the students and certainly the space. I also want to thank the Honorable Stephen McNeil, the Premier of Nova Scotia, for joining us today and extending such a warm welcome. So we really appreciate that. Premier, I commend you and your government for your dedication to sparking new growth and innovation in Nova Scotia, especially some of the stories you've been telling us about the excitement, all the things you're working on. Your government is rightfully focused on creating the conditions for entrepreneurship to flourish while also investing in the leaders of tomorrow, the young risk takers, the innovators, those that will move Nova Scotia's economy forward today and in the future. That is the exact right kind of approach to be well positioned for success in the innovation economy, which cuts across all sectors, from tech to life sciences to ocean resources and natural resources. I see that we're also joined by Vanessa Ferguson, who's a young student, a young Nova Scotian who won a contest by answering the question, what makes Nova Scotia a great place to start a business? Vanessa, thank you for joining us this morning. It's great to be a part of this with you, and we're honored to be in your presence. So thanks for joining us. The TSX and TSX Venture visit to Halifax this week actually coincides with something we call the TSX Ignite event. And that was held in front of a very engaged audience of over 150 people. TSX Ignite is a program that we designed to help entrepreneurs and small, medium-sized companies start up and grow. In collaboration with the innovation communities across Canada, including various incubators and accelerators, we developed TSX Ignite to bring together top executives and key advisors to provide early stage and emerging companies with advice, best practices on how to build, grow, and fund a great business. Yesterday's event in Halifax welcomed executives from exciting Nova Scotia-based companies, including Go Gold Resources, Immunovaccine, Kinduct Technologies, STI Technologies, some of which are actually here this morning. Just a few days ago, we held a market close ceremony from the offices of Clearwater Seafoods, another great Canadian and Nova Scotian company, headquartered in Bedford. These are only a few of the 28 Nova Scotia-based companies listed on the TSX and TSX Venture, 17 of which are on the TSX and 11 of which are on the Venture, that operate across a diversity of sectors such as clean tech, mining, real estate, life sciences, communications, media, and more. And I also want to give out a shout out to the entrepreneurs from the Atlantic region who are also here to support us. I'm going to have to cut off real quick here. I just want to say one last thing, which is, as you can imagine, helping to accelerate the growth of great Canadian businesses is something that we know well, given that over 615 companies have graduated from the TSX Venture to the larger market in the last 15 years. And it's something that no exchange in the planet can lay claim to. These graduates make up 20% of this S&P TSX Composite Index, which is where all the largest companies in the country reside. Canada is great at growing innovation, and we're proud to be a part of it. Our guiding mission is simple: connect ideas and innovation to growth capital. And in that spirit, we're absolutely thrilled to connect with you today and celebrate entrepreneurship in Nova Scotia. Together, let's help the next wave of exciting Nova Scotia-based companies scale up and grow to new heights. I'm now going to pass it over to Premier McNeil to say a few words. Again, thanks for joining us this morning, and have a great day. Premier?
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much for coming to Halifax and allowing us to open the market here. It's the first time, as you said, and the Minister said, in Atlantic Canada, but let it not be the last. Come back soon. Okay. Thank you for your commitment today. My day started off this morning by launching the second weekly flight of Korean Air out of Halifax to take Nova Scotia seafood into Korea and then into China. A tremendous opportunity. We've seen our growth double in the last year. But we're really excited about the innovative opportunity that's here before our province. As I said to Nick earlier, with the Ocean Tech Park coming forward to build, to bring together our university, community college, and business sector to drive innovation, research, and development. Yesterday, with your event you met with many of the companies that are dealing with Volta and many of the exciting new startups that are taking place in our province. There is a buzz around Nova Scotia when it comes to innovation and the young people. Don, thank you for allowing us to come here to be in this institution. We are blessed in Nova Scotia to have so many great educational institutions that attract young people not only across our country but globally to come here to get educated, to drive to drive their education. But really what we're noticing is they're bringing their passion to be entrepreneurs to Nova Scotia. And we're trying to create an environment for them to be able to start their business and create their opportunity right here. And the fact that we have TSX here today and they're working with us will allow them and teach those young entrepreneurs how to scale their idea, to be able to take it not only out to be able to get it into the marketplace, but to scale it to the size that we know it can become. How thrilling it is. As Nick said, we have 28 companies now in Nova Scotia that represent $28 billion. It's an amazing number here in Nova Scotia. It's really impressive. But I'm gonna tell you that number is going to be just exploding when you see and you look at the young people that are here. It's just absolutely amazing. Vanessa, it's wonderful to have you here. Come up and join us. Vanessa, as was said, Vanessa is representing all of the young people across our province who believe in this province, who understand that they can create their own opportunity in Nova Scotia, can drive their own job, but also create jobs for other Nova Scotian sons and daughters, and for other young people who come and live in this province. And they are creating an energy and a sense of buzz that anything is possible. If you can do it anywhere else in the world, you can do it here in Nova Scotia. So on behalf of all of us, let me say thank you for believing in your province, believing in your educational institutions, and believing in that you can create your job right here at home. And we're looking forward to seeing you explode and work inside of government as part of that. But we'll give you your first start, but we're ready then to let you off and be able to take off into the private sector to create great opportunities. Nick, again, thank you so much for coming to Atlantic Canada and coming here and allowing us to continue to build on the work that the entrepreneurs across this province have been doing. So thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Now we're gonna-
That's great. I think we're gonna do a toast, right? We gotta get some well, I guess it's not champagne because it is a little early, but we got some orange juice going around. We'll do a quick toast, and then we gotta do this quick. Really quick.
I thought, I had 3 minutes, I'm not finished. No, I'm just kidding.
Keep going. Tell us a joke.
Yeah.
Where's Don? Come on up, Don.
Has everyone got? Well, you know what? We'll save the formalities. Honestly, we just want to give a toast to Nova Scotia. Congratulations to you. Cheers to continued success, and let's thank you so much for the venue. This is awesome. Continued success. Best to Nova Scotia. I guess if we're in Spain, we say Viva Nova Scotia. But,
So everyone that was invited to be at the podium, all come forward now.
I can't believe my mother phoned me.
I don't know if I want to give that up. I haven't had orange.
Pick the best one. So everyone else, just make sure we're all behind the camera line here. And other than that, you're okay. Anyone else coming over? Okay, so can we get a few more people on this side? And yeah, you guys are doing great. Just a little art for me. Okay. You want to bring more? Actually, yeah. If everyone can scoot a little bit this way. Yeah. Okay. And then you just got to tighten up for me a little bit. I need you to be in here. Yeah. Can I get you to actually? Maybe we'll get you back on the other side. Sorry. Extra steps and your step count. All right. This looks good. So what we're gonna do? Can I get you to? Okay, so we've got about a minute to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to, at 20 seconds, we're going to count down all the way to 1. At 1, you're going to hit the button. Make sure to release it right away. If you don't release it, the color will change. So clapping from about 30 seconds, counting up from 20 all the way to 1, and then at 1, make sure you guys have tons of energy. You know, we want to let everyone know Nova Scotia is a fun place. So fist pumps, lots of noise, lots of cheers. Everyone else cheer as well. The more noise, the better.